'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the castle not a creature was stirring. 'Twas all but a hassle. The stockings were hung by the pipeline with care, in hopes that Santa Claus would soon be there. The small toads were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of presents danced in their heads. And Peach with her turnip, and I with my cap, had just rustled our jimmies for a long mushroom's nap. When out on the meadow there arose such a clatter, I jumped from my slumber to see what was the matter. Away through the window I flew like a flash, landed to the grass, and sounded no crash. The snow... The, s- the shroom in the colors of the new-fallen snow gave the luster of midday for all things to show. When what to my snow-bitten snash should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer? With the little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the castle, to the flat of the fortress, something Cupid would say, but this man was hornless. As raccoon leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with a sleigh, mount to the sky, so up to the castle top the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys and Santa Claus too. And then with a twinkling I saw on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I walked in the castle and made not a sound, down the pipe St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, how his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a reed he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I jumped when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know that I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all 250 little stockings in turn with a jerk, and laying his fingers atop his nose, and giving a nod up the pipe he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and they all flew out like the down of the thistle. But I heard him say out, as he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. The very next morning, as the day approached, Toads had presents immediately encroached. As I lay in bed with my neck in chafe, a note that reads, Merry Christmas, Mario, keep her kingdom safe.